All right.
Okay.
Let's drop a beat and start all over.
All right. Here. No, please don't. I can already tell.
Oh, you ready? Was you ready?
He was gonna go. Go J dot go J dot go go J dot go J dot go.
You a beat?
Go.
Oh.
That's what I said. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I told him not to. I tried to save the situation.
Everybody is really good what they're good at.
Warning. The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chaim, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show. Random Realness, episode
65.
65.
Senior citizen, baby.
Oh, okay, getting discounts.
I mean, not yet. I would love to.
The coffee's hot.
But technically, you know, we're getting senior discounts at 65. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to us. I'm your host, Chaim. Here with my motherfucking co-host, J. White. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
My other co-host, Kelly Kale. What up, thug?
Kelly Kale, what up?
How you doing?
I'm good. No complaints.
You know what I'm saying? Living life.
Hell yeah. Went to Tree for it.
I see you got the Michigan sweatshirt on.
Oh, if I'm being honest.
Are you in college mode? Is that what's going on? Or?
No, I just was cold, and
Okay.
I wanted to be real cozy today.
Okay.
So, no, not picking Michigan, nothing right now. Sorry.
Especially not in boys. They won like 4 games this year, nigga.
Did they have? Was there something wrong or anything?
Oh, I do like the Michigan women's center, though. Like the Michigan women's team, they're fire. Fire, definitely.
Are they still in the tourney?
No, that's not what we're not talking about.
She said,
I just mean in general.
She said, here you go, bringing up old shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You already asked her that.
Yeah.
About the shirt. Is that
No,
what
we're
we're
cool.
missing?
She
We'll
just
circle
didn't.
back.
She was trying to avoid it because they weren't in it.
That was me trying to be passive.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why it doesn't work. That's why I don't do it. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said I could never be you, Jada.
That's not what I said.
Oh.
What?
But you thought it.
No, I didn't. He didn't come to my mind at all.
See how she hesitated?
Well, because I had to think if I thought it. Did you want me to lie?
I'm used to it. Cooking. You thought episode
Honestly,
last week was the only time, huh?
yeah.
The grill's still on, bitch. Get your apron on. You heard
Well,
me?
guess what? We all about to get burned today, then, boy.
Okay. She said I brought gasoline. I've been waiting for you bitches.
Been writing all week.
All right, so how's everybody's predictions or brackets looking for the men's side? We'll start there. I know you didn't.
I didn't do a men's side, but that bracket's busted. That's what I will tell you. The bracket
for
that
sure.
I was
felt-
using for reference was busted.
What happened to the SEC? I feel like they all their teams got bounced. I feel.
Did you see that big ass? They were just saying that they needed more SEC teams in there, and they were making complaints about all that, and it backfired.
Yes.
I like besides the couple of SEC basketball teams, I didn't think that they historically haven't been just like deep.
Yeah, but I just feel like rating wise, they all got upset. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. Oh, they were supposed to win it or anything. They just were
All 5.
seed wise. They were playing down, right? So
I think I saw a stat that said like the Big East was like 8-0 or something like, and they had some teams that didn't get in. That didn't get in that should have got in, and they were saying, "Oh, it's because your strength of conference or something wasn't that great." And then they're like, "Well, shit, we haven't even been beat."
I will say I wouldn't want that job. That's a hard ass job to be able to determine who comes into the tournament
Yeah, imagine how long they trying to determine.
Yeah,
Like
right now they're trying to figure it out for next year, but because of transfer portals and stuff, you're not gonna really be able to tell this early ever again.
I think that if it's hard to do 64 teams or 66 teams or whatever, 64 is the final, but they have those little 2 play-in games, so you really are kind of even deeper than that. Just imagine being in college football trying to pick the top 4. Like, at least they can say every conference champions
and it's 4 playing games, to get 4 teams.
Yeah.
So, but that's even, you know what I'm saying? So that's
I'm kind of just like, damn, if you can't do it in basketball, then shit, I definitely don't want the job in football or
right. Well, and it's the perfect example. I feel like is everybody was mad that BSU had to play a play-in game against Colorado, and Colorado beat them, and then Colorado loses first round. It's like,
was BSU a champion?
No,
they just had a decent record in the Mountain West, and they were feeling
cheated. Yeah, right. Exactly.
And Colorado's
they're just diehard
Pac-12
fans
school.
here, is what it is.
Right.
That's
because there's no way that I think there was 6 or 7 teams from the same conference. This conference ain't that good.
No.
Yeah, no way. I'll just say no way.
But yeah, Colorado got bounced. I predicted them to go Final Four. Coach Prime, they let me down, nigga.
But Colorado on the female side,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're fire.
Still in it. In it like Bennett.
Yeah.
Is UNC still in it?
Yeah, UNC men's still in it.
Okay.
My bracket right now, it says 400 points, and it says max score 880. Like, most people are like 330 with like an upside of 1500, 1880, 1770. Mine's 880. Like,
busted.
Kansas, Texas, Kentucky.
I took Kansas too, I think, to the Final Four in my last prediction. I'm going to have to double check. But
I got whole areas that are done.
Just sick.
Just not even.
Cut this out the bracket.
This is gone. This is gone.
This top left corner is just not even valid anymore.
Bad.
That's hella funny.
This girl at my work, she picked San Diego State to win it. And when we were like talking about it the Friday before everything kind of kicked off, or the Friday only like one game had been played or a couple games had been played, we were like, "Oh man, your stuff's fucked up." She is number 1 in the company, and she's 99.9% in the world right now with her picks. She's
just fucking.
She don't know anything.
She's fucking life up right now.
Yes, she's the GOAT.
My roommate lost last year when he did the bracket. He lost to a woman that picked all the teams by who she thinks is the most attractive point guard. That's how she picked her bracket, and her bracket went so far.
Damn,
and that's wild to me.
She said handsome point guards running the world.
Man, they thought you was in the league.
You know what I'm saying? You stop playing with me. So I know you haven't watched too much of the men's games, but in general, have you guys? We'll get to the women's side in just a second. But have you guys, with the games you have watched, any like shockers or like, damn, that was a hella good game?
I watched Houston
or
and
thing you're surprised by.
You watched that last night?
Yeah.
Houston versus
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. That shot that
to go into OT.
OT.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
I need to Google his name.
Houston freaking something Garcia. I knew that because I was like, he's like a
when he made it, did you see how he was just in awe on the ground, like holding himself, just laying there, like, nigga, okay, we're going to an OT.
Yeah.
Did they end up winning? I didn't see that.
No, they lost.
Damn.
And Houston showed a lot of grit because they had their top 2 scorers fouled out with like 5 minutes left in the second half, so they didn't even get to go to overtime with them.
Wow.
What I will say is Houston's such a defensively like sounded team that I was impressed at 1 minute and 15 seconds that Texas A&M was down by 10 and even went to overtime. Like, that was wild to me. Wild. Let me see his name. I'm trying to think of his name. Number 4 from Texas A&M.
I think it's number 4.
Yeah, the one that came down in his last few shots.
Number 4. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the one he shot the ball with 9 seconds left, and he shot it like he was Caitlin Clark. Like, he shot a Dame logo for
Tyrese with the something with an H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you learned. That was not
A good shot you're talking about?
terrible.
Yeah.
He was trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah, but all he had to do was take one more dribble. He had somebody that had a screen already. He just needed to come off the screen or let the other player that was coming up. He just didn't need to do that. He needed to do anything else.
But he had hit the one before, so
Yes.
he thought he was like, okay, I'm about to just...
At the end of the game?
Yes.
Yeah, but everybody was kind of like, well, at least the announcers and obviously Kale was like, "Come on, dog!"
Obviously, Kale.
Like he could have dribbled.
Bro,
Even
I was in a
closer.
restaurant like, what the hell?
Mad as a wee.
I was mad.
Honestly, there's been a lot of like officiating, like bad officiating. I feel
Oh
like.
my god!
What game was it that you and I were? You text me about the block that they called the foul. It was
Yeah, who
day
was that?
one.
That was crazy.
But then I was over at my homeboy's house watching Julio.
Find it.
Put it in the comments. I forget what game we were watching, my nigga, but there was a play where they inbound it. So from the baseline, inbound it, tried to throw it to the top of the key. His own teammate goes to catch it. It's a high pass, and he tips it. It goes back court, and the ref says it's a tip ball. I said, nigga, he tipped it. His team tipped it. It's not a tip ball. And it's like the last 2 minutes of the game, you know? And
So it should have been a turnover, and it ended up being...
Yeah, they just let it. He said, tip. And I said, we saw the replay, and me and Julio were like, nigga, what are you talking about?
I will say with that, I think that depends on the ref because I've had refs tell me before that you have to have possession of it first. Like, in order for it to be over the back, if it just gets tipped and go over, even if it's the same team,
Really?
then yeah. So I don't know which one's true though,
Yeah,
because I was on the bad
I've
side
never
of that.
seen it before, and I was like in awe. I'm like, bruh, there wasn't even a defender close, you know? So I just feel like, and obviously I don't get to watch every game every year, and I'm sure there's a lot of blown calls in every March Madness, but I feel like there was a couple games I'm like, what are
Kansas and
we looking
Samford.
at?
Kansas and Samford,
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting reffing, trash.
She was sick.
Yeah, I will also say I don't know. I can't tell if it's that social media allows us to really like have these discussions. So when somebody mess up, we get to be on their head. But I really feel like they refs was trash before, but it was usually like once you got to the league. In college, I felt like they were,
Pretty solid.
yeah.
Do you think it has anything to do with all the gambling that's happening?
NIL?
NIL, but
Because now these niggas are getting paid, right? So they're like, fuck them.
I
the
definitely think refs.
refs.
I think so. Our refs definitely, yeah. They can control a game. They can make a 15-point spread. That's how well a ref. So there was like a 30 for 30 from the ref who was doing it to AI,
Yeah.
and he was talking about it, and he
I
was
saw
saying
that.
the control of the game that he can have is a 15-point spread.
Yeah, he said if you can call up to 3 carrying violations on a player without it like being like a concern.
So he had it out for Allen Iverson, and he was. I've never heard about this.
Yeah, so because they didn't like how Allen Iverson presented himself. That's why they have the rule where everyone has to dress up. But they didn't like how he crossed over Jordan. They took it disrespectfully and then just kind of went at him.
Wow.
And like, there's parts in it where Allen Iverson is even like, "Oh, we on this? This is what we doing all night? We doing this all night?" And the ref responded and just was like, "You got to learn how to act," or something crazy like that. Like, it's gross.
So gross.
Women's bracket, how's that looking? How's your women's bracket?
My women's bracket is looking cool so far, but it's because most of the 1 seeds, like, they're doing their part. But South Carolina's looking crazy. South Carolina just played North Carolina, and their bench outscored the other team 51-0. Their bench. Like, it's not like they're playing no terrible team.
Yeah.
But your least talented players or least productive players on your team are outscoring a solid ass team 51-0. South Carolina's different.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah, they're different.
Right now, Iowa's up 2 against West Virginia. If they win this game, I think the Sweet 16 is LSU versus Iowa, a rematch of last year. And so that game.
And who you got?
LSU, baby!
Solidarity.
all
man.
day. Angel
tough.
Reese.
It's tough, but I definitely like Angel Reese a lot.
Flau'jae?
And I like Flau'jae.
Flau'jae.
Yeah. You guys remember her from the show?
What
From,
you
the
told me
rap game?
Yeah, rap game. No,
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Oh.
I thought when you first brought it up, I thought you were talking about
Love and Hip Hop. He got game.
no Hustle.
Oh, the one that Cardi B did on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's it called?
Rhythm and
Flow. Rhythm
yeah,
and
that.
Flow.
Yeah.
I knew it was something in flow, but when I started to say hustle, I said, "Nigga, it's DJ, man. It's DJ." So Colorado, they're holding up for me in the women's.
They're
Yeah.
looking
You know what I'm saying?
good.
South Carolina holding up for me in the women's.
Looking good.
Motherfucking, who else did I take?
You had USC too, I think.
USC, how they doing?
Dogs.
Doing dog work.
They're doing great. So Juju Watson,
Yeah.
right now, has her freshman year has outscored any player in NCAA history. She has 883 points already this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, do you think she's gonna? She could beat Caitlin's record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as she stays healthy. Yep.
Yeah.
And if she stays long enough, 'cause she
Well,
might be out.
Honestly, I don't even know why Caitlin Clark's doing it. There's no point in rushing to the league. Like the WNBA, you're making less money. You don't have you'll probably get like some endorsements, but you're already eating. Like they're very well taken care of.
Caitlin
already.
Clark is making $3 million this year, so she stayed because I think she's a senior this year.
Yeah, she's entered the draft though.
Oh, she's entering the draft. I know because it's her senior year now.
Uh huh.
But last year she didn't go. She
because
stayed because she was like, "I'm about to get paid $3 million.
million,
That's more
yeah.
than I'm gonna get paid being the number one pick in the WNBA."
And in the WNBA, they're way more physical. They take stuff a little more personal. So I think the test that we're getting to see for her though is how West Virginia plays because they're kind of like scrappy and there's more when it comes to the WNBA defense. There's just a little more like pride and guts, and like the speed is different. Like it's just truly a step up.
And it's night after night after night.
Yes.
Like
Right. You don't
Iowa,
get
they're
those.
playing a killer like maybe
Yeah.
one a week, not
Yeah.
every game back to back is
Right.
stacked with killers.
But
Yeah.
I will say, watching like Caitlin Clark's workouts because she does a really good job of being transparent on like the work she puts in. I get it. She be working. She's not taking she does like who else does that drill? Like the Steph Curry, like full court shooting 300 shots drill. So her stamina is just insane.
Wow, that's
It's
impressive.
insane. Yeah.
It's impressive.
I appreciate her work ethic.
There's a freshman point guard for Notre Dame that is
Oh yeah.
dog. She had a dot last night.
She's
an
a
absolute
dog.
dime, like a 30-foot bounce pass with English on it. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I forget her name.
And a 30-foot bounce pass, I don't remember either. A 30-foot bounce pass on those type of courts, as you know, because you experienced when you got to play when we went and did the gym, you could
Yeah.
tell the difference between playing in like a Planet Fitness or whatever the hell,
An
the
actual
24-hour
hardwood floor.
Yeah, and a hardwood floor, like the dead spots, all of those
Yeah.
extra things. Yeah, that's tight. That is tight.
Yeah, that's a dime.
That's definitely something I respect.
There's
So-
some other people doing things for a dime. Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
we all know Chick-fil-A. I think we even talked about it in one episode.
You know
but-
she's sick.
Yeah.
Her she gonna have to hit Arby's chicken sandwich sooner or later.
Seriously, because you know what? They've been about antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? They never been
They
front.
never switched
They
up.
never
Nigga,
switched up.
We got the meats.
I won't lie, I did used to wonder who kept Arby's in business, but I keep meeting people.
That
so.
chicken sandwich, bacon Swiss is unbelievable. But Chick-fil-A this week said that they're moving from antibiotic-free chicken to
A little less.
they're not antibiotic-free anymore, but they're not using antibiotics that are for humans. So only like chicken-specific antibiotics because the demand for the chicken sandwiches is so high that they can't keep up with it getting the healthier choice. How does that make you feel?
Kill, because we'll start there because I know how you feel.
I really like Chick-fil-A. I try to, I try. but they just keep doing some stupid ass stuff. Like, I am already unhealthy, right? Like, there's habits that I have that are unhealthy habits. You don't get to tell me that you making my food worse and I'm still going to pick you. I already make enough bad choices, like, not knowingly.
Is the flavor good enough to where you still won't make the switch?
What flavor, nigga? Breading and grease. You got to put sauce on it if you want flavor, nigga. The fries are the only thing come season.
Bro, the spicy deluxe smacks.
I think the chicken sandwich does taste good. My qualm with the chicken sandwich is that it's $5 each one or $6 each one, and it ain't that much bigger than a McChicken. It ain't even like when you get the, when you get the.
He's a McDonald's connoisseur. He's like Chad Ochocinco.
But okay, so you're at McDonald's, right? And you get the McChicken. You know it's gonna be this little ass skinny patty, little shit.
Tyson chicken breast patty. Yeah.
If you get the buttermilk McChicken at McDonald's, you can tell the difference in like the thickness and the girth of the chicken.
I knew you were going to say that because your mouth started watering, you little freak.
Well, I was just going to say his mouth started watering. He said
girth. I was thinking about the buttermilk chicken sandwich. Yeah. But Chick-fil-A is like, it's hella small. It's hella small. And so I'm like, I need 3 of those minimum to even mess with Chick-fil-A. So I'm not fucking with it. But
yeah, I think if you don't put sauce on it, it's bland as fuck.
I won't lie. You told me that before. I always put sauce on it, and I wasn't willing to try it without it. So,
and now you'll never will.
Yeah, now I'm cool.
The chicken bites, the ones they have at Costco that seem like they're Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
I smack those without Chick-fil-A sauce. I smack them with just honey. And I can eat them in a wrap, and they taste fire in a wrap.
I agree.
So to me, I'm like, they have something in it that is hidden.
But I season mine.
But that's not even Chick-fil-A, so you can't say it's hidden. That's
but
not
it's
even the same
modeled
brand.
itself after Chick-fil-A.
Did you talk to the owners or the creators, my nigga?
No, the person that turned me onto it literally said, it's like Chick-fil-A.
And they work for Chick-fil-A.
But I'll back you up on this one. I was told the same thing.
By the same person?
No, that's why it makes it better. So also like the Kirkland brand, like the liquor is different liquor. Like how the vodka's Grey Goose. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Chick-fil-A. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, whatever.
So
whatever makes you niggas feel better.
All right, let me give you the new...
is the store-bought Chick-fil-A nuggets about to be antibiotics included now too, or...
Maybe. I'm going to have to check the package.
I just want to make sure, because, if not, then is it Chick-fil-A?
You know what probably happened?
Tell me.
Conspiracy corner, right here.
Hold on.
Chick-fil-A...
Oh, we didn't even change it.
Chick-fil-A... They were doing their thing. Then this company that we said that tastes like Chick-fil-A, and they brand the package the same way: hormone free, antibiotic free, free range free.
They even say
they started getting in business selling it on the side on the wholesale. So then when Chick-fil-A went back to their vendor, like, we need to double up, they're like, no, these people from Costco are buying the same chicken. They're like, no, but we've been paying you. They're like, they pay us every week at a little bit higher than you guys, because we locked in that deal with you guys a long time ago. And so Chick-fil-A was like, fuck, all the antibiotic free chicken is gone now. They're like, what do we got to do? We can't do the Popeyes thing. Niggas get shot. Well, this situation, it would be Caucasian people getting shot, because Caucasian people go crazy for Chick-fil-A.
So then the answer would be yes, it's about to get antibiotic in the motherfucking Costco chicken. Gotcha.
Potentially.
No, what do you mean?
What if they sign their deal?
How's it all gone?
How is it all gone?
Yeah.
Well, if that one in Costco signed a better vendor deal than Chick-fil-A, they might be holding it down.
Honestly, I want to know how you just had that whole story.
What's that?
I want to know how you created that whole story, the back and forth.
He don't even know the name of the chicken he's talking
about. I didn't want to drop it.
Why?
It's called Bear Chicken, but because they don't pay us, nigga. But now
it's Chick-fil-A, nigga. And you said that 74 times.
That's the article, nigga. We can't talk about this without it. You know what I'm saying? We give a free promo all week, baby.
Yeah,
if you just drop
calling.
Last day Easter, nigga.
Let's see if there's anything more in the details. It says Chick-fil-A has announced they will modify their current antibiotic-free policy due to
Quick
supply
question.
demand.
Sorry to make you stop reading.
You know it's hard for me to get
I
going.
know. You
I'm
were
like an
smooth
18
as a bitch too. You were going. So does the chicken get bigger now?
Whew. Woo.
Yeah. Isn't that what it's going to do? It's more genetically modified, right?
I think that's what I'm asking.
Potentially, because
so
I
he'll
think
love
so.
it then.
I think that's disgusting.
Why? He eats motherfucking McChickens. Nigga, that's literally Tyson chicken patties.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's...
So
I'm not-
he's
yeah.
gonna love it. He said, "Hold on, I get this for $5, my nigga."
Hey, check this out. We go shopping one time at Winco. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go get the chicken. He's changed like, oh hell no, I don't even fuck with that. He's like, nigga,
This chicken is literally-
he said, come over here. He's grab that pack
That's
of
how
chicken.
you walk?
Well, because he was up on his, he was on his soapbox. He was him. He
said he was
like,
high
look at this
roasting him.
chicken. He said, this look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? He said, this is the all natural men's champion right here. Like the chicken breasts were like noticeably, both of them were boneless, but this one
Was
looked like
literally this big, and the one I'm talking about was like this, like half the size. And
he's like, these are the only ones I get. And I was like, oh, $1.99. And I think those ones are just like probably like $1 more a pound or
crazy,
something.
right.
Not crazy. And I just remember leaving going, fuck.
this dumb nigga.
Fuck. But I mean, I didn't change my ways, but I did think about it like, yeah, it's probably what they're doing here. We don't know the ramifications for it. You know, like, what
Are you
is-
against changing your ways?
No.
Oh.
I'm just economies
how you
of
just said
scale.
that? No. I don't want to, but no, I'm not against it.
I'm just not to that level. I'm feeding a whole family of 6. You know what I'm saying? And so like fucking
There's only 6 of y'all?
yeah, they're 4 kids, me and my wife. So me and the family are taking off, and we're safe because we called Colin. Our auto's insured, house insured. We're going across state lines. Colin's got us. Colin's actually got us in the state they were going to. We're in Idaho, heading to Utah. Colin got us. Made it to Utah, and I just wanted to say, call Colin. If you have a boat, call Colin. If you have a motorcycle, call Colin. If you need life insurance, call Colin. Call Colin at 208-639-0412. Colin insures in Idaho, Utah, Oregon, and Montana. Again, call Colin for all your insurance needs. And so, fucking everything is like, yeah, we're not to where we can do like organic everything. Just not yet, yeah. And try to fund retirement and try to say, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit. I'm not going to be eating at Whole Foods and not be able to retire.
He told you we were at Winco, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Nigga be out here just moving the goalposts. He said,
Yeah.
If you're buying your chicken 33% more than the other chicken, you're saying you're doing the premium. I bought this when I was in college, young and dumb.
Oh, okay.
Okay, dude. I bought this at Ross, $8.99
like 2 weeks ago.
I got it. You know, then I know somebody put me on a little, what are those little hat boxes? Little plastic and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I keep my hats up in
He
them
said,
joints.
keep them clean, though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Are we done killing me on the?
No,
I can't
good.
afford organic chicken or not.
No. Nobody said you can't afford it.
You clearly can't afford a Cowboys hat either.
We didn't say you can't afford it.
I'm good at this thing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I can't be talking right now about nobody being able to not afford nothing.
I'm just playing. We can all afford organic chicken maybe once or twice, but
No, right now I'm telling you, I can't.
I said once or twice. Enjoy that. Enjoy it.
One time I walked
recovery
into Whole
mode.
Foods and I was like back when I wanted ground chicken and Whole Foods had ground chicken. They were selling it for $6.99 a pound. And all they're doing is taking the chicken and just grinding it.
Right.
Nigga, I got online, ordered me a meat grinder, and I started grinding my own chicken ever since. And every time I bring 30 pounds in and then I blow it up. I always say blow it up. Now I can go sell these for $7.99 a pound. You know what I mean? Get it for $2.99. So
He said throw a little a little beef fat in there. Want to cook it up, give it a good flavor.
Quarter chicken.
Go from the streets to the
He
skillets.
couldn't quarter a chicken if he wanted to. I
cannot. All right.
Do you know how to cook?
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
I know how to cook some things.
Not chicken nuggets.
I'm not a gourmet chef like Chame. Like I'm not, but I can put shit
Don't
together.
make me blush, nigga. I'm not a gourmet
I can put
chef.
shit together that tastes good,
Goofy ass.
but I don't have like a chef. I don't have it to where like another person, like besides like other people from the struggle, would say the shit
Oh, got
slaps.
you.
Like when I make shit, people be like, "Damn, that slaps." I didn't know how you took that with that
Yeah.
and made that.
It's not that he can't cook. It's like he just said. It's not
You-
like super duper like
You
intricate.
know who's the
it's
best
just like
at that? Demi.
Just improvising
Bruh.
or
He makes a 5-star meal.
Yeah,
I
he
have
can
watched him
cook.
make the best stir fry that made me feel like it was on a hibachi grill and it was top ramen noodles. He just uses
that boy nice.
he knows
Yeah.
how.
He can cook though.
But if somebody likes food, like delicacies of food, after if Chame cooked for them, they'd be like, "Oh, this is really nice. This
Yeah.
is good. I like this. You know, I see how you did that."
I remember one time, the first time I ever
excited
cooked this
to find
nigga
out.
a steak.
He's licking his lips now.
I did it on my barbecue, and I asked everyone, I'm like, "Oh, how do you want your steak?" Da, da, da. And he's like, "Well done," and everybody else is like, "Medium, medium," you know. And he's like,
You want well done steak?
I like.
and he's like, "Well
That's how I
done,"
do.
and I'm like, "All right, bet." And so I cook everybody's steak, and this nigga took one bite. He said, "Nigga, this is the best well done steak I ever
Juiciest
had."
well done steak I
Wait,
ever
you
had.
could make a well done steak juicy? I was just gonna say there ain't no flavor in steak if it's
It was
well
good.
done.
It was to me. It was like
That's
the
fire.
best steak that I had.
that's fire.
And I've been to the Chandlers. I've been to the Sizzlers.
He said when I went to Chambers, and it was.
Hey,
it was hella good.
that's actually tight. You giving lessons? Because I'm willing.
I mean, again, it ain't nothing. You know, it ain't nothing but a word. Nothing but a word.
Chef Boyardee. Starting in spring 2024, they will shift from a no antibiotics ever, so it was like a nay policy, to a no antibiotics important to human medicine stance. This means antibiotics not critical for human medicine may be used if necessary for animal health. No specific deadline has yet been announced for the change to roll out. What are your thoughts? Well, I mean, we already said that, but
Yeah, I don't fuck with Chick-fil-A anyways, really like that. Like I did for a little bit, but then I realized this shit's really not that hit. I would fuck a Popeyes meal up way before.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
I do think Popeye smacks.
Yeah, I think Popeyes is better. So if I'm getting fried chicken, I might even go KFC before Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I usually like just going to either Albertsons or Winco getting the chicken strips. If I'm gonna go get chicken, I'd rather just go. I can go get me 2 pounds for $14. Add me some JoJo's with it. I'll be out of there with 2 pounds of JoJo, 2 pounds of tenders for less than $20. And
So
I'm
feed
riding.
everybody, maybe. If
Maybe.
I'm feeling generous. if I'm feeling generous.
Kids be like, kids said, okay, we get another strip. I'll be like,
You said, no, nigga, you wanted a Takis, remember?
shake that back, yeah. What's up? Shake that.
Look for that small
Yeah,
one.
no, yeah, you good. You can take that.
I do wish, all jokes aside, that I had the discipline to, when I hear articles like that, I really be able to be like, man, I ain't never eating that again. Because I said that. And I really hope that.
She said, but now
But I've been thinking about it, for real.
She
And
said a nigga said a spicy chicken classic
bruh.
got a nigga mouth water.
No, I want to be better. I want to have like more respect for what I put in my body.
But sometimes you
Something got to give, you know?
yeah. If you see her out at the Chick-fil-A, call her out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all sneaking in there and stuff.
Now I'm on my truth. I'll
Hey,
send y'all,
bitch, I see you.
I'm going to send y'all a message if I mess up.
That's what's up.
She said, God damn it,
Speaking of,
I'm here.
Have you heard that song "Eat a Salad" by Stunner Man? Either of you?
No.
Dang, I should have talked about this before.
Is he talking about butt or actual
Nah,
salad?
he's talking about the start of the song is a little bit like what the hell, but it's fire.
Because he's pushing positivity, like, let's get healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fire.
I don't know if we saw in the group thread the kids that made the rap song about getting good grades. Did you see that
No.
going around the internet?
Uh-uh.
Fuck. Anyway, they have it like a whole cipher. It's like 6 of them. Like 3 black, 1 Mexican, 2 light skinned niggas.
Okay.
And they're like 7 to maybe 11. And they have it going like it's a music. I get my straight A's and I'm in there going crazy.
What? You gotta send that next time and flow through.
I will, but yeah, it was dope. Kind of in the same lane of the Eat the Salad.
Yeah,
these ones
I'm
were making like a
Pushing the
YouTube video of
positivity.
positivity.
Had you ready to get in the cipher, huh?
Man,
I said J Dot almost strapped the boots up, nigga. It was about wartime.
I was gonna go in.
He said, "Yeah, I used to fuck up, but I graduated college."
Yeah. I do what my teachers ask and I get my straight A's because I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah, you better when you rap like them.
Yeah.
Because I'm just really.
I didn't mean like that.
No, that's cool. No,
I just made that was better than normal. Damn, I was trying to give you a compliment. That was good.
I appreciate it.
She said, "The regular you fucking sucks, but what you just did there, keep it up, buddy."
He be gassing. You talk about an instigator. You're so good too. Damn troll. You're so good at it. Because sometimes I be wanting to double down. Like once you start, I just be wanting to add on to it. Like, hell yeah.
We're already there. You already said he wasn't.
No,
shit,
but that's not what I'm saying.
Chain be like, there's smoke over there. They're like, go get some water. He's like, gasoline.
I said, oops.
With the fan.
Right.
He's the one that from where he's at.
I just light my blunt off of it. Fuck you, nigga.
You guys watch this. Speaking of sucks, LeBron James gave some
of great transition. Speaking of sucks, LeBron James, good episode. We'll see you guys next week.
So you want people to listen to whatever you're gonna say next after that? That don't even make sense.
What do you mean?
Speaking of sucks, LeBron James.
Speaking of sucks, LeBron James had some information for words of wisdom.
Bruh.
For people.
You can't say
about
speaking
not
of sucks
sucking.
and then say LeBron James.
Well, I paused because I got cut off because I was
you're
about
talking-
to roll it out.
Never mind.
Don't. Wherever you're going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
We're kicking it back to you.
I'm growing. I want you guys to realize I'm growing right in front of your eyes. All right, I'm biting tongues of my own, and yeah,
We're proud of you.
yeah. I'm trying. 2024. Back to you, Raj.
All right. LeBron says, you have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. And then he goes on to...
People, you know what? People use that word so loosely.
What does it mean to you?
You have to have the ability, when it comes to discipline, it's like you have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. But you have to have a discipline. To sometimes you have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great because they don't understand. And that's okay. They don't understand what it means to, like, I am getting up every single day at 5 or 6 a.m. And when I get home after everyone leaves the gym, I'm going to take a nap. Discipline. So now you're sacrificing your loved ones because you're not spending time with them. And when I wake up, I'm probably going to train again. And then I'm going to have dinner. And then I'm going to bed. And I'm going to do that every single day for a long period of time. That's sacrificing and discipline and for me, I was 18 when I came into the league. So I got my best friends from high school that's now in college. I got one that's at Ohio State. I got 2 that's at the University of Akron. I have another one that's at a school in West Virginia, Fairmount State. And they're calling me, telling me, hey, you gotta come down to these parties. You're not going to college. You're never going to be in college. And I couldn't do it. I look back on it now. I wish I would have done a few of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I wish I did. So now you're sacrificing.
Yeah.
You LeBron Dumbs want to speak first?
I'm not a LeBron Dumb.
All right. Anyways.
Well, I guess I'll go.
Well, I guess I'll go.
I'll be the ambassador for the LeBron train.
There you go.
I thought it was like super refreshing to hear that, especially coming from somebody that you know embodies greatness, discipline. I think him saying, starting from 18, like to understand how long he's been doing it and knowing that he was making those sacrifices, because I do think that there are some players that believe that they can, that some of the great ones are doing both like that. And I think the game, where the game is now, you kind of got to be like a full-time athlete day in and day out to be great. And it was nice that it wasn't like he didn't say, oh no, I barely do anything and I'm this great. Like he's like, I sacrifice loved ones. And when I see him, I can see he's a family man to the core. And he's saying that he even has to like hurt them, close friends. It's wild.
I assume it's thrown this way. Yes, I completely agree with most of what you said. I think the only player, we're going to circle back, the only player that I've seen that doesn't like seem like they're like all the way invested to that level is Giannis, but it's because he says it himself, like the stuff that he doesn't do. Like he does enough work, but like this, I do agree. I think there is a level of sacrifice that has to be had. And that's from me being a former athlete. I understood, like I never took a sip of alcohol before 21. I did not go to a single party in high school. Like I was so concerned that somebody else on the other side of the country was working out and getting better than me when I already started so late that I felt like they was going to take my scholarship. Mm-hmm. So I took it very seriously. And then in college, I found out the truth of like, I thought like the good grades and all that, I thought everyone was doing it. Like what I saw as discipline and the level of discipline that I thought everybody was doing it because that was my core group of friends and my family. That's how we was rocking. Then I got to college and it wasn't that way. And it's wild because at 18 to be able to make that understanding and that sacrifice and say, I'm not doing it. I'm not pulling up. I'm not going to have a great time. I am going to sacrifice all these things. And like you're saying, he's a family man. So I think it's fire.
Do you think in college it doesn't happen because like most kids not get away, but aren't in their hometown. And so like their parents aren't there to make sure that it's happening. Like they're putting in the 100% effort and they're sticking to the routine. Cause you know, like a lot of kids, for instance, there's people that go to college and that's their first little bit of freedom, you know, like as an adult, right? So do you think that plays a part into it?
Yeah, but only if you care about sleep. Like I went from being that very strict and disciplined person that when I went to college, I was very intentional about trying to be social as well. Mm-hmm. Granted, this is why I now like can survive on 2 hours of sleep, and I'm not recommended. I don't think it's healthy. I think just generationally, we were taught sleep when you're dead. Now I understand like rest is just as damn good as going from 0 to 100. But no, I think people are putting in the work in. I think now there's just way more tools so they get to save way more time. Like when we were working out, we were creating things as we went. Now there's a blueprint. Mm-hmm. Now there's things that we've seen work from everybody that all you have to do is follow this plan. Even with getting up early, eating healthy, doing everything, and still finding an hour and a half to party or kick it or do whatever. Like it's, if you are disciplined even in that, then I think it's fine. It's only once you go too overboard.
Yeah. I think I agree with both of you guys. I think it is a huge sacrifice, and it's crazy to think, when he's like, since I was 18, it's like, damn, that's such a long time. The nigga's 40 now, so it's like a huge gap. But in the same breath, it's like, yes, you sacrifice things, but you also you sacrifice things because you're able to give people the life that they couldn't even imagine, so I feel like
he's getting rewarded for the sacrifice,
right? And I think there's some people who it like truly affects their relationship or their family. You know what I'm saying? Because people aren't able to be like, well, fuck, you been gone. When are you going to retire, goddammit? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he has been in the league. He's been with his ladies this whole time. I'm sure they're on the same page, you know, like, this is what it is. You're 22. Here we go, you know, so.
Do you think he's, that his comment is kind of like underrepresenting, like, the luck portion, like being 6'10", or because I feel like there's probably basketball players out there that are disciplined every day, but don't have the actual natural ability to make it. And so when they're going home and telling their spouse, hey, I'm doing what it takes to be great, and they're like, you're capped. You know what I mean? You're capped. Like you can't. When at the end of their road, when they just turn into a high school basketball coach and nothing gets paid back or whatever, you know what I mean? How am I trying to say it? Like the risk or the sacrifice didn't reap the benefits.
I disagree. Dang, I agreed with everything up until that point.
I'm more asking the question, like, do you feel
okay,
like...
so then I'll say no. And this is why I think what we're doing is only seeing this for a however tall, however big millionaire. But in reality, it's all of us. Every single version, your greatest piece of your greatness because of your discipline, because of your sacrifices, you sacrifice on a regular basis. I understand, like, in coaching, it's hard because what you're doing every day, and I can't imagine at 18. Well, I guess I can, but I can't imagine at 18 in the same tone of like, I'm going to work every single day diligently with unwavering faith and extraordinary effort, hoping I get an opportunity. That's the difference. I feel like there takes like a level of belief that you have to have that makes it different. I do believe with him, there is a God-gifted ability of athleticism where he could have played any sport he wanted to, truly, and be elite at it. But I think that there are so many other players that, I'll use Caitlin Clark, that I do think there is a level of athleticism, but she is as good as she is because she puts in the work. Juju Watson, she is as good as she is because after she has a bad game, she goes and shoots 400 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of discipline that I feel like it doesn't matter what level, what job, what you're doing, that comes with sacrifice.
And to add on to that, if you have that discipline for basketball and you have to transition to a different career and you take that same attitude into that, you're going to do
that's the hardest thing in the world.
You're going to do well in almost anything you do because you've developed the ability to be disciplined, the ability to have faith when there's nothing there.
It doesn't translate well in my head. And this is why I'll say this. That one I found personal. But only because I wish that I had the discipline. Like, in sports, you're aware that you being disciplined is greatness. In life, I'm doing stuff and I'm believing that I'm disciplined, and in sports I get to go and watch results. Like I see, even if it's something tiny, like if you're really doing your job, you see small things that you get to like see benefits from. In life, there's nothing. Like me getting better comes with more bills because that means that I'm doing more things. Me getting better comes with more responsibility because now I'm taking care of somebody else. I have a partner, or I have, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't translate the same at all. And I'm trying to like also say this, hoping you convince me otherwise because I want the discipline back. But it just doesn't. Can't make it make sense yet.
My experience was like the opposite, because once I started, mind you, I played football until I was in high school. That's it. But nonetheless, the dream that I had, or the letdown that I had, that it was like truly over, it doesn't change. And so once I made the pit, so I go, oh, it doesn't translate well. Oh, I just want to fucking quit or whatever. But then once like I made a pivot to like, oh, I just want to, go back to school. I want to just like do the next right indicated step. It I felt it was because of the discipline that everything was achieved. Like, I went to class. They gave me the syllabus. When I was 18, I read the syllabus, and I'm like, all right, got a test there. I just crammed that night, test there, whatever. I get the syllabus then as teacher's like, all right, do the homework assignments every week. And then, we have quizzes, and then we have tests. If you do these things, you'll be straight. I go home, read the whole chapter, do the assignment. I just did everything that was asked of me discipline-wise, and 4.0. 4.0.
But your failures got you there. You were able to translate that beautifully because you failed beautifully. Like, the only reason that you know that it didn't work, because hypothetically, if wherever you wanted your sports world to go, if it would have went there, I think that's where it gets tough, because you being disciplined but shortcutting, because that's what that is. You being disciplined but shortcutting, it still got you to where you wanted to be. So you would do the same thing. Question mark.
Well, because I'm like, I feel like after the dream was over, shortcuts. I lived a life of shortcuts because it was like, I wasn't focused. When I went back, cut all shortcuts out. Because it's like, that's not serving me. Because you can't be half stepping. You can't be a party animal and do the schoolwork, and that's why you have a 2.5 or you're failing out. When I just doubled down and went all into the school, I had exceptional results because I wasn't taking any shortcuts. I wasn't cramming before exams or anything like that, because I was doing the work as it came in, as opposed to push off, week of tests, read, do multiple choice, all that stuff, and then try to take the exam. That was a shortcut period, and I got shortcut results. Like, so when I started doing what the teacher said, if I had other peers that were like, oh, you really read the book, or you really read the assignment, and they got like a 77, I'm like, everywhere you deviated from the syllabus, that deviated your test score. You know what I mean? Everywhere you said, I only do 50 of the 100 because I don't really need that many. But then at the end of the thing, I got a 99 and you got a 77. You're like, oh, that's fucked up. I'd be like, oh, did you do all 100? They're like, no, I just did 50. I'd be like, oh, I did all 100.
Yeah.
I read every word of every chapter. I'm a slow reader. They're like, oh, no, I don't really do that. I just do this.
Ain't that the truth?
So to LeBron's point, it's like, that discipline of doing the right things.
I will say I don't like the verbiage of, it's like sacrificing a loved one. Like, nigga, what?
You do. Think about it. You do. Your job.
It's not.
Bro, listen. Your job, what you're doing.
Sacrificing actually somebody.
No.
He's sacrificing like time with loved ones.
You do that. Even for this podcast. The other day, you had to cancel your date. That's a sacrifice.
I know,
you sacrifice.
But he said just how he said it. It's not like.
But it's the same thing. You sacrificing your relationship. You just so happen to have the same understanding.
But I would never be like, oh, I'm sacrificing a loved one. Like, what? It just doesn't.
Well, you wouldn't right now.
I wouldn't ever.
When you think about it at its simplest form, that's what's taking place.
When we think, I think we have to we got to stop pretending that it's not, it's a sacrifice. Having a 9 to 5 is a sacrifice. Having your own business, it's a sacrifice. Having a job and a podcast where you can't do the things that you want to do when you want to do them, that's a sacrifice. Sacrifice doesn't have to have an overly negative connotation to it. It's just, the reality is, I'm removing something that I want to do temporarily for a goal that I have in the long run. You sacrifice more than you know.
Well, I know, but I'm saying...
You just won't say it out loud?
No, the word for word isn't him saying he's sacrificing time. He said it's like sacrificing a loved one, not sacrificing time with a loved one. So are you
asking, is he in the Illuminati? Is that where this is going?
Is that what we're saying? Nigga knows
the
nigga knows what it's like to sacrifice a loved one. You just brought it up, so yes, we're going there, I guess.
Maybe it was his dad, because he was never there. I have dark humor, and I didn't know.
We're talking about daddies now.
No, but I'm saying just because he's not going to sacrifice nobody else, he's a family guy. We talked about it. If I had to pick... Actually, we're not doing this.
God, yeah, please don't. Please stop. What the fuck? Where was she about to go? God
To
damn.
hell.
Oh God, you ain't ever like or the Illuminati Club, nigga. One of the two.
No, I'm cool. I want nothing to do with that.
Oh shit.
Illuminati all through my body blows like a 12 gauge shotty. Feel me, Kato. Why was Pac just go? He would go crazy with just like, hell, is you Machiavelli the double of the 36?
I used to love Pac.
Niggas ad-libs were crazy.
I still love Pac. Like the shit goes crazy, but sometimes
I grew up when I was in foster care. So there's a thing that kids do is you pretend that you got parents, and they're just people like you see out in the world. Luckily, I found out in counseling that this is actually a really healthy thing that people do. Queen Latifah was my mom, and Tupac was my dad, and it was lit.
damn. And you would tell people that, or you're saying that's just in your head.
It's just those were I think the ones that inspired like certain parts and pieces.
That's hella funny.
So yeah, but it's a real
You said
common.
Tupac and Whoopi Goldberg.
No, Queen Latifah.
I'm just
Oh. That was crazy. I wasn't ready for that.
That's my fault. I hit her with the slide and no homo. She didn't even notice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Tupac, just a little. You know how they're like, oh, he went to the school of Juilliards and stuff, and then to be like the I don't know, the
Thug
face
Life!
of Thug Life. It's like when he was Thug Lifing like that. I had no fucking idea that he went to Juilliard and
When
stuff.
he was thug lifing like that.
So this is gonna be where it gets crazy. I didn't know. That wasn't the part. It wasn't the character of who he was as an artist. Because to me, that was all an act. That's not who like I saw as like the father part. It was the activist side of him. It wasn't the musical side. Like the dude, who wrote the poems and.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first Pac song was Brenda Got a Baby.
But Brenda got a brain.
So, like,
a damn shame. The girl can hardly spell her name. That ain't her problem. That's up to Brenda's family.
And I was just watching it like this.
that.
Oh my God. Brenda, you see what Brenda's going through. You know what I'm saying? Baby in the trash, she crying. But like at that point, I was like thinking he's just street, and then I like Me Against the World album, and then comes back out, and then finding out that he's like in the school for the gifted and talented, and music is kind of been his thing. It kind of was like, whoa, shit! I thought I had to be Thug Life to be Pac, but really I need to be making sure I'm in theater arts class
to be.
And I was the baby in the trash can. Damn. No, dead ass. Like I was, what I'm saying? Like in that story, I was the one that was found in a trash can. So I saw it in a whole different way.
Like
just saw him in a whole different
impacted
way.
you
In a different, yeah.
It impacted me in like a great way too. Like
it just normalized me. It made me feel less crazy.
My first song.
You're just dope.
Yeah,
you've been through a lot, and you stay rocking.
Oh well,
yeah. That's what dope does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you say it, and I fucking love it. Concrete. I love it because straight up.
Fun fact before we get out of here.
That was the noise.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
No, it was random, mother.
Oh, I got you. Just did the
motherfucker.
Which one did you want, nigga? You did
I did what you did. You always press the wrong button first, and then you go to the right one. I was being you.
Oh, my fault.
Got your ass back.
All right.
It's 30-1. You maybe only get out one shot at you the last 2 weeks.
We're gonna wrap it up. We glad having the main star Color Purple here. I'm just joking. But the fun fact I was gonna say is the very first song I knew, like I memorized as a kid, was "Dear Mama." So you know what I'm saying. But anyways, shout out to Pac, R.I.P.
Pac. I thought so. I'm mixed. Everybody knows that. But that song came on. I was thinking about my mom, like putting it down for us.
I love paying rent when the rent due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never kept me alone. Cause you're there for me.
Yeah. So. I don't even know about that girl. Like damn.
That was a banger. Anyways, shout out to Pac again.
Shout out to my mama.
He said shout out to my mama.
That was fire. He said shout out to Pac. Shout out to my mama.
For real.
Episode 65. Wrapping it up. Your boy Chain, we appreciate you. Here with my co-host.
J. White, the Fi Guy. The tax deadline is April 15th. Spend less than you make. Invest the rest. IRS free file. If you haven't got your taxes filed yet, IRS free file. If you make under $79,000, you can get free tax software to do your stuff. Yeah. Much love.
And my other co-host.
Fire, by the way. Kelly Kell, my message of the day is just, right now for me, I'm unshaming all my trauma.
I thought she said unshaven. I said, nigga, we do not need to know that.
That was crazy. I'm unshaming my trauma, hopefully so that it gets to be like a little bit of proof that somebody else can figure it out.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Stay fly.
Stay
Hell
fly.
yeah.
We appreciate you guys. Make sure you tap in. Episode 65. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah.